It's already been 281 days
since 2025 started. And if you're being honest with yourself, you're not even close to where you said you'd be. You had big goals, big ones, maybe even dreams you've been clinging to for years to finally achieve this year and make yourself and your family proud. But somewhere between the early morning alarms you said, the skipped routines, and the quiet voice in your head that said, "I'll do it tomorrow. I'm too tired today. Just a small break," you messed up. Now you're here watching this video, probably wondering why it's so damn hard to stay consistent. Why even if you dream big, you've always fallen short in the last years or more. I get it, not because I read it in a book or I'm making it up, but because I've lived through it. I used to waste 40 hours a week playing video games, procrastinating, making plans I would never follow through, and lastly wasting my life for someone else to steal my dreams. What's the difference now? Is that because of my failures, I've managed to change myself. Now I work 12 hours a day in deep, focused flow without feeling tired or making excuses to myself. I didn't get there through motivation or willpower. I got there by learning the truth about habits. The kind of truth no one really talks about because most people don't even know it. If you don't fix this now, the cost isn't just time, it's the version of yourself you'll never get to live, the freedom, the success, the people you could have met, the you could have become. That's why I made this video, not to hype you up or motivate you, but to lock you in, because this is a wake-up call. By the end, you'll understand why you failed and how to rewrite everything starting today. I'm not here to be your coach or friend. I'm just the guy who finally figured it out. And if you'll just give me a few minutes, I'll make sure you do too. Let's begin. So you want to change, you want to win, so then let's build some allies. Not people, habits. Because the person you dream of becoming, they already exist. They're just buried underneath the wrong patterns you've created in the past. Every action you take is a vote for your future identity. Every choice is you silently telling the universe, "This is who I am." But most people keep whispering the wrong things. Let's fix that. Starting with how we can effectively make good habits without much willpower need. We'll do that with a method I've created on my own, the RIS method. Rise, initiate, sustain. It's simple, strategic, and makes you unstoppable. Rise, the trigger of change. It always starts with a moment. You glance at your book, you walk past the gym, you see your to-do list and feel something spark. That spark is the rise, the first step of every good habit. But here's the twist. You don't rise by chance or by fate. You rise by design. So how do you design it? You make the cue impossible to ignore. Put your book on the bed, your journal on the pillow, your gym clothes on the door handle. Surround yourself with proof of who you want to become and who you want to surpass. Your environment should constantly scream, "You're not who you used to be." Initiate, the start that sets the standard. Once the rise hits, most people pause, they hesitate, they negotiate, they rationalize everything with laziness and excuses. You're different. You initiate, but you don't think, you don't stall. You just start. Even if it's just reading one page, one push-up, one deep breath. It doesn't matter how small it is, because starting small destroys resistance. Once you start, even for just 1 minute, slowly you'll crave to do it longer, and it snowballs into a long duration based habit. Don't wait for the motivation. That's a scam. Use flow to your advantage always. Start with what's easy, not what's impressive. Sustain, the feeling that fuels forever. Here's what nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't care how productive you are. It only remembers how you felt at the end. Did it hurt? Did it feel pointless? Or did it leave you proud? That final feeling decides if a habit stays or fades. So you need to engineer a reward, a win, a reason to come back to that habit each day. Maybe it's that post-gym mirror selfie, the calmness after journaling, that surge of pride after checking off your to-do list. Make the end feel so good your brain becomes addicted to the process. Let's put it into practice. Imagine you want to get fit, but you've been skipping gym days ever since you bought your gym membership, excusing that you're too tired or you don't have time. Rise. Before bed, lay out your gym clothes, set an early alarm next to them. You'll wake up in the morning, turn off the alarm, and bam, your future self is staring back at you. You'll realize you need to work out. And just for today, looking at the gym clothes, you fall for the cue and go ahead. Initiate. On your way to the gym, you scroll through transformation photos, feeling that twinge of envy, seeing how someone else is far more stronger, leaner, and muscular than you. Use it. When you arrive, don't dive into deadlifts. Start easy. Even if it's just stretches, remember, use the flow and perform the easiest exercises first, then hard ones. Sustain. After the workout, take a progress picture. Feel the sweat, feel the win. The moment you realize you've gotten stronger and feel the smile on your face looking at the mirror, the brain notices your happiness and proudness, proceeding to make connections to make it a habit. Remind your brain, this is what success feels like. Because here's the truth, you don't need motivation, you need a system. You don't need to force change, you need to design it to happen automatically. Because habits are not built in a day, they are created by repetition, by trying each day, even if it's for just 1 second or a moment. Do it consciously for 7 days, it's awareness. Do it for 21 days, it becomes a pattern. Do it for 3 months, it becomes part of your identity. You're not reading a book just to learn, you're reading to become a reader. The goal isn't to run, it is to become a runner. The goal isn't to write, it is to become a writer. The goal isn't to grind, it is to become the type of person who doesn't quit. So don't just ask, what should I do today? Ask, who am I voting to become today? Is it my prime, my peak, or the version of me I'll become in the next few years? Some great habits you can start off with are meditation, exercise, journaling, early rising, chess, music, arts, cooking, etc. You get the point. Whatever helps you reach your dreams, the better. You want to know why most people never break their bad habits? It's not because they're lazy, it's because they're blind. You can't change what you don't see. So here's the first step. Find the habits that are quietly killing you. The ones that feel harmless. The just 10 minutes that always turns into hours. The endless scrolling. The late night binges. The comfort routines that feel safe but silently steal your future. I had one too. I used to play video games 40 hours a week, just like I've mentioned previously. Sounds insane, right? But in that moment, it didn't. It didn't feel like I was wasting my life. It felt normal. Until one day, I looked at the time and realized I had just traded full week of potential for nothing. Not progress, not passion, nothing. And I remember thinking, if I keep living like this, I'll never become who I want to be. That was the moment I decided to do something different. But here's the truth, I didn't quit gaming cold turkey. That doesn't work. Like I've mentioned, you can't quit a habit forever. It will always come back harder. So instead I built a system. I told myself if I finish 80% of my daily habits, 6 hours of real focused work, I earned 1 hour of guilt-free gaming. Suddenly, gaming wasn't destructive, it became a reward. And when you replace destruction with structure, your brain doesn't feel deprived, it feels in control. That's how you break habits that you used to own. You don't kill them, you replace them with better ones, habits that actually build you. When you're scrolling, replace it with just 1 page of reading. When you're watching Netflix or YouTube, replace it with audiobooks while you walk around or just sit in your room. Set high standards for yourself, and if anyone holds you back, cut them off permanently. And yeah, you'll fail sometimes, you'll slip, you'll miss a day or two. But here's where 99% of the people collapse. They treat failure like an identity. They mess up once and decide they are not built for it. That's the real habit to break. The belief that failure is the final saying. Instead, act like someone who expects to fall, but always stands back up. That's what a growth mindset is. Not some cheesy quote, it's the way you respond when things fall apart. So, if you slip, good, that means you're learning. From now on, fail means first attempt in learning. Just don't let one bad day become your new routine. Ask yourself this. What would your life look like if you just kept trying, even at 60%, 40%, 20%, instead of quitting every time it gets hard? Think about it. Now, if you made it this far in the video, I already know something about you. You're not like most people. Most people clicked off. They'll keep living the same way. But you're still here. that means you're ready. And that's where I'm going to say this without any fluff. If you walk away after this video and tell yourself that was inspiring but do nothing, you'll stay exactly where you are. You'll watch the same kinds of videos next week, you'll feel the same guilt, and you'll wonder why your life never changes. But if you actually want to build a new life, the one you keep imagining at night, the one you secretly believe is possible, then this channel is where that starts. Remember, some people chase dreams and some become the reason dreams exist. I'm not here to motivate you, I'm here to build you from scratch. So if you're serious about never going back to the person who used to break their own promises, subscribe right now. Because this time, you're either all in or you're lying to yourself again. It's your move now.